All right, so let's go ahead and get into this in-text citation, the second one that we're going to do. So we're going to open this up. We're going to find out, I'm going to go ahead and open it with Cami so it's easier for you to see. And I can type on it. And the first question, or the first statement is, the Egyptians loved the Nile River. So I got to find the page number where that is proof of the Egyptians loving the Nile River. So I'm going to open up my textbook. So I'm going to go down here to chapter 2 textbook. And I'll also open that with Cami. And we know that this is between pages 39 and 46. So I'm going to find out where it shows that the Egyptians loved the Nile River. So this is actually found on page 39. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. Okay, so we can see that it says, to the Egyptians, then, the Nile was a precious gift. They praised it in a song. Hail, O Nile, who comes from the earth, who comes to give life to the people of Egypt. So this shows that the Egyptians considered the Nile a precious gift. So we could actually, I'm going to change the color to red here. We could actually put this whole thing in here if we want. Or you could just do the first sentence. Depends on how you want to do it. So we're going to quote this section of the textbook. Uh-oh, I forgot to put this little chunk into. To the Egyptians, then the Nile was a precious gift. I could also just do the second sentence if I want. So let me pause this for just a second, and then I'm going to go back to the other sheet. Okay, so this is on page 39. This is on page 39, so I can go up here, and I'll say 39 is where I'd find that. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the sentence, the Egyptians loved the Nile River. So I'm going to write that. The Egyptians loved the Nile. Remember to capitalize the first and last name of these rivers. River, period. So now I'm going to say, in the textbook, Spielvogel states, comma, and then I'm going to put my quotation there. So now I'm going to type in, let's see if I can select it and copy and paste just for the, so I'm going to hit Control Copy, and I'm going to hit Control Paste. All right, so now this is written in a different, so you're not going to do this, you're going to actually do this with your own handwriting. And let me stretch it out like this to the backspace. I'm doing this just for the sake of time. I can also hit Control A in there, and then I'm going to change this all to that, and let's change it all to Arial. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to also make sure that I give credit, and then I'm going to say Spielvogel 2005, comma, page 39, parentheses, period. So make sure you have to make sure that inside those quotation marks is exact word for word from the book that tells how that the Egyptians loved the Nile River. So my statement is, the Egyptians loved the Nile River. So you do have to write that sentence again. In the textbook, Spielvogel states, comma, and then you do your quote to show how the Egyptians this proves that the Egyptians love the Nile River. And then, of course, you give credit to the author of that. So what you're going to do is the difference here is instead of using a colon and then we're just going into the quotes, now we've used a statement and then we're going to go into an introductory chunk right here. This introductory part of the sentence that says, in the textbook, Spielvogel states, comma. And then that's how we can do a different way of doing citations, in-text citations. So there you go. That's how you do it. And I want you to do the rest of these just like that.